Okay, I got all my bearings and stuff out. So we got new rod cages here. These are all NOS Harley ones. So these are a 51 part number right there. That number right there. There you go. So these give me more rollers and longer rollers than these steel cages. These are the real steel cages. These are modern steel cages. So this takes more rollers in here than these ones do. So we're upgrading. Upgrade by going backwards. Okay, so what I did, I grabbed the wrong damn rollers. Nice. These are the late rod rollers, which are shorties. I grabbed the wrong box. What did I do that for? Ah, what a dumbass. Move the box out. Once again, it's hard to do anything with one hand. Wrong box. Back up here. Short early. Not sure how big we're going to need, so we're going to grab 4s and 6s. Oh, those are heavy. There's a lot of them in here. Now I got the right ones. Okay, these ones here are the main bearing ones. So we can make these a little bit bigger to tighten this up here a little bit too. Customer wants to run a little bit tighter clearance than we had, so we're going to make it figure out what we're going to do here. Okay, so I set the bore gauge on this one again. I set the one over there, so that one's now accurate. It moved 2 or 3 tenths in temperature, so now it's stabilized at a new number. So now we can figure out what we're going to do here now. So first thing to do is get some measurements to see what we need. Go from there. So these are getting harder to come by, but they're still available out there. You search for them. There you go. They already got rust on them. Look at that. No extra charge. Let's see, this is an AMF orange bag, so that's early 70s. That'll be 70 through probably 75-ish time frame. More rusty crap. Yep. Ooh. There's lots of scrubbing on these to use them. Scrubbing on them. Alright, here's a brand new set. We'll make those work. Bags out of the way. Have to be cleaned. Alright, so the crank pin. We need to measure the crank pin. Again. So we were 11 tenths under, as I recall, last time we measured it. Yep. Appears to be about the same. Yep. Okay. So the rods were, the rods, I don't remember the rods were. Let's go find out. It changed a little bit anyway, so let's double check. Until you check, you don't know, right? Okay, so this one here was the worst one. Okay, we're about 6 tenths under. The wrist pin bushings too. Alright, so we're 6 tenths under on the parts. They're not under, but over. Crank pin's 11 tenths under. We're going to run 1.2 clearance. So that puts us 1 tenth over. We're 6 tenths over. That's 5 tenths right now we got to make up. So that means if we go to a 4 over bearing, that'll make up 8, leave me 3 for honing. Got all that? So let's see what a 4/10 bearing gives me. I might have to go to 6/10 to get the number I need. This one is 7, which is 2/10. So we're only gaining 4, which ain't enough. That only gets us halfway there. I need 4/10, not 3. That's 6. Then only go hone out. Okay, so that means we have to go to the 6 over bearings. Unless we luck out. Okay, these are 4. Three and a half to 4 over. Three on that one. Three and a half. 4. Yeah, 3.5 to 4. So we're picking up 7/10 on that one. Okay, so we needed 5, so that gives us 2/10 to clean up the rod with. That should work. Okay, let's see what we got over here in the small bearing. See if we've got a matching size over here. Otherwise we'll have to hone it a little differently. Short, what's in here? Whoa. A few of them. Solid 4. Yep. Those are 4. Alright, what else do we got? One of these ones. Bingo. Same as the other ones. 3.5, 3 to 3.5. Yep. Okay, these are identical to the other ones, so we'll go with these ones here. Oh, we didn't need that, did we? Lost one. Somewhere down there. Yep. Yep. There it is. Found it. Ah, right there. Right where I dropped it. On the floor. Okay, so those are 3.5 to 4, so we can be 7 to 8/10 over. We were at 11 down. 1 up plus 7 puts us 7 to 8 on the gauge over there. Okay, so we're going to hone these to 7 to 8 on that gauge over there. Alright. We need to check our wrist pin bushings here also. The rod's right here. Feel good. Yep. So these will work. These need to be honed out also, so I'll take these over to hone these out also. Okay, so that just leaves, we gotta check to see if these are straight, and then we can do some honing. I know what number I'm gonna come up with, so we're gonna wind up with 7 to 8 on this gauge over here when we're done, theoretically. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to the rod straightening area. Turn the light on so I can see better. It's dark over here though. Turn every light in the building on. Oh, and a light. Okay, there's our rod straightening tool. Alright, so there's a little baby right there, all tucked in. Untucked. Straightening tool. Checking tool. Okay. So I'm going to check to see how straight it is against this plate. So the rod goes on there. Tighten it down using his wrist pin. And we take this and we want all 3 of these surfaces to be right against the plate. If it's square, if it's like that, it's bent one way. If it's like this, it's bent a different way. Appears to be pretty good. Flip it around the other way. S&S is usually pretty good about having their rod straight. They just can't seem to hone a damn rod around it straight on the bottom for some reason. I don't know why. Everything else they do seem to be pretty accurate. Okay, so basically, you just lay it on top of here, slide over until you touch, and you look down the gaps in here, and if you don't see no gaps, you're good, and you can rotate it both directions like that, and look at it also. So this one appears to be pretty good. I don't know if any of that really shows up in video, but find out when I look at it. Alright, so that was the female rod. We swap over the male rod, see how it is. Now you want to do this before you hone the rods, because when you yank on it, it knocks the rod out true on the other side. That's pretty close. Yep, looks good to me. Alright, so that's checked out. So that part is done. That was easy. Easy but important. Alright, cover this all back up. Keep it covered for a couple reasons. One is it hurts like hell when you walk into the damn thing. So give you a little patting on your hip there when you hit it. It hurts. The other thing is it keeps from rusting. This is not just used rags waiting to be used to clean something with. It actually does do something. It protects my tools. We don't care about protecting other people. I care about my tools. Okay, so that part's done. Now we get to do some honing now. Alright. kill the light as we go by. One of my famous honing shots. Alright. First thing I'm going to want to hone the rods, or the pistons. This is for cylinders, we're not doing them right now. Okay. So let's find one of these that fits onto this. Appears to be this one right here. Oh, I can't do these right now. Damn it. Yeah, maybe I can. This has the wrist pin retainer in there. I think I can work around that maybe. It's just screwed up right where the retainer is at. Sounds right there. We'll see if this works. Better. Let's put it in now. What's up, Scooby? Bottom. Scooby's visiting. That'll work. Check the other pin and see if it's the same size. Okay. On the other wrist, the whole other piston. Okay, now the wrist pins float in out like they're supposed to. They're just a tick tighter on the side where the clip's at, but close enough. It'll work. We're going to get this over there where it needs to be. Now we're going to hone out the big end. This one. I got 3 different grits to use. I don't usually go to coarse ones right off the bat, but this one's so far out around, I'm going to hit it with a coarse for a few swipes, because I'll cut out the high spot and not really do too much in the low spot. So we'll put that in first, and then we got the other 2 stones for finer finish. Work up our way up to the good stuff. Behind me there, Scooby. Scooby's keeping an eye on me. Okay, so that. Pressure up a little bit. Hard on my fingers. Alright, now let's see how much you got. Alright, I got them within 3/10 right there of the size, and almost out of roundness too. We'll let those cool off. You normally go to a medium grit after this, but I'll go right to the fine. Which one is this one? This is the 95, fine one. Okay, gonna drop right down this good one. Alright. Scooby's in the way over here. Hiding. See a tail. Where's that nose? Uh-oh. There's a nose. We got Scooby Dog. He's watching me. He's making sure I'm doing this job right. Very important. Nope, can't move it any closer. I have to live with what we got. Okay. Gonna let these cool off for a minute. Damn, it's still hot. Didn't cool off very well. Better, still warm. Okay, what do we got here? These didn't help it much. So we're going 7 to 8. We're at 7 already on that on the loose spot. Still got half a thou around on it. This one's at 3. This one's at 3 also. I thought it was closer than that. Oh well. Go to the intermediate stone, screw it. warmed up now. Come off again. I'm going to shrink 2 or 3/10. Five, even, 2 to 7. Still want to run across through it. Way oversized right now, it's hot. That's good. This side with a bigger hiss and on this side this direction. Help equalize things. 5, 6, 6. Normal. Heating up. Cooling down now. Again. Good. Close. Getting close to our number. The one rod we're at 8 on the one side. It's got 2/10 out around on it still, so we took one from 5 to 2. We lost all our material to work with. Now we go to our fine stone. Get the pressure up a little bit. Slides here, see what it looks like. More of a polishing and cutting stone. It does remove metal, but very, very slowly. Half to 8, half to 10. Got 7 to 8. Hot. Let those two off. You got about 1/10 to go right now. With the other tank, it's cooler. Gotta get back to room temperature. It doesn't give us a false number. We'll probably increase it by another tenth. We gotta cut. We'll see. Oh yeah, they're definitely cool them off. All right, what do we got here? 7, 8. Okay, get this so maybe you can see over here. Scooby, you're in my way. Get that dog down there. What? Are you tired? You scared of something? That bum scare you outside? Maybe it was a big rat. Scooby's not happy today. He don't like staying up late. It's not late in my opinion, but in him as it is. Okay, I'm going to try a different view here, see how this works. This way you can see more what I'm doing. Okay, so we want 7, 8 on the gauge, which is right down here, 2 above that 0, and that 1 is what our final is going to be. Yeah, it shrunk a little bit. Gauge is a little sticky, which affects things a little bit, but you can see it's not bouncing like this anymore in the needle when you rotate it. Pretty straight. And remember, we were bouncing all the way down from here to here, depending on which rod it was. So I took out all that and didn't really open up very much. That's the key. We're already way better than any of the aftermarket rods come in. Except for the overseas China stuff, or Korean. The Korean ones are real good. They're pretty straight. You know how to hone them. American made stuff they can't hone. See how fine the finish is in here. Almost like a mirror in there. So that's about 7 to 8, but it's got heat in it. So it's a false number. That's 8 to 9 there. Hold a little bit more on this one side, just so that it's tight before it still is. Okay, we'll pull that one off. This one here. Work. Big now, but it's hot. Alright, so these off in the tank right here. Can't see it all. Still got heat in that one. Getting there. Okay, let's see if this one's in at. Another tenth or so that I'll be happy with. This one here. We got a couple tenths of movement on the there. About 7 to 9 maybe. I'm going to hold this one out a little more also. Deglaze my stone over here a little bit. Get the cut better. Okay. Back to the cooling tank again. We're going to do a different one this time. hot oil here. Okay, what do we got this time? Figure about 8 to 9 on the deal. There we go, we're within a tenth now. Okay, so the needle barely moves, that's what we want to see. Between 8 and 9. That one's about a good 1/10.5 in this one still. This one needs another 1/10 more taken out. Okay, and cool it. Cooling is the important thing. Okay, feels cool. Okay, we're 8 1/4 there. And looks like it goes to 10. Yeah, 10's on the high. 8 to 9 on the other side. And this one here is at what? 9. This side's a little bit big still, so I want to hold this side just a little bit more. Off. Equalize the numbers here. Nine and a half. 8.5 to 9.5. All right. So the total thing, everything is 8.5 to 10 is our maximum range of adjustment there. So. That should put us right about 12.5, 13 tenths, which is what I was looking for, is 12, so we're right there. Okay, so we fixed them up so they're not flopping all over the gauge like it was before. And I've only opened them about, we went to about 3 to 4 tenths on the one rod, this one, and the other one we took about 6 tenths out, maybe 5 tenths, something like that. I forget the original numbers, maybe 5 tenths. All right, well, we cleaned everything up so it's nice and round. Okay, we get all this cleaned up, we'll be back.